Have you ever lain in bed after work, scrolling SNS for 5 hours straight, and then hated yourself for doing it? In 1864, Dostoevsky wrote those 5 hours into a book. A nameless 40-year-old former clerk writing his diary in a basement in St. Petersburg, a 160-year-old diary that gets rewritten in our beds every single night. The protagonist has no name. Dostoevsky calls him only the underground man. 40s, former low-rank civil servant, lives alone on a small inheritance. Here is his opening line: I am a sick man, I am a spiteful man. But here is the strange thing, he says this with pride. Ordinary people don't even know they are sick. I, at least, know it. That awareness alone places me above them. Here is the cruelest mechanism Dostoevsky drew. The underground man earns superiority through his own self-hatred. The very capacity to hate yourself becomes proof you are deeper than the people who can't. 50 years before Kafka, 78 years before Camus, Dostoevsky in 1864 saw it. Modern self-loathing is just another form of superiority. The peak of the story is a memory from 16 years ago. The protagonist begs to be included in a farewell dinner for some old schoolmates. He goes to a party he wasn't invited to. Drunk, he shouts, "You are all looking down on me." The schoolmates glance at him once, then move on to the next topic. This single scene rules his entire life from that point on. On the carriage ride home, he runs 100 scenarios in his head. I should have said this. Next time, I'll get my revenge this way. Or should I apologize? Or should I challenge them to a duel? 16 years pass. He never sees a single one of them again. Instead, every night, he replays that farewell dinner in his head. Dostoevsky saw it in 1864. The more precise the simulation in your head, the more paralyzed your action in reality. Read this only as 19th century Russian intellectual self-mockery, and you read it too narrowly. The underground man is in your bed tonight. Have you ever, the morning after a work dinner, failed to send a single reply on your team chat? Have you spent days chewing on a slip of the tongue you made yesterday? Have you simulated 100 versions of a meeting comment in your head and stayed silent in the actual meeting? Have you scrolled SNS, hated yourself for comparing, and felt a strange pride in the depth of that hatred? You are someone who replays the same farewell dinner every night. Dostoevsky was sitting in that seat 160 years before. The ending. On the final page, the underground man speaks directly to the reader. We have all lost touch with life. We all find it a burden to be a living human. I just went underground a step earlier. The reason he never left the basement is not because the outside world was cruel. It is because the precise self-hatred he could perform inside that basement felt too sweet. The person who hates you most precisely is always yourself. Dostoevsky didn't write depression. He wrote the reason we cannot leave the room. Notes from Underground is short. You can read it in 2 hours. I recommend the Peviar and Volokonsky translation, vintage edition. Once you finish it, the 5 hours you spent scrolling in bed last night will look different forever. Next episode, Albert Camus' The Stranger, the story of a man who became a murderer because he didn't cry at his mother's funeral. Every Monday and Friday, we deliver one sharp insight from a classic that survived 100 years. Like and subscribe, it genuinely helps us find the next masterpiece. Tell us in the comments, which moment in last night's 5 hours did you hate yourself the most?